A fully loaded cargo jet lost 2 engines over a city, turning a routine flight into a desperate, unwinnable battle against gravity that ended in a fiery catastrophe. On the evening of October 4, 1992, LAL Flight 1862, a Boeing 747-200F cargo aircraft, took off from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, bound for Tel Aviv. The jet was heavily laden with freight and had just taken on a full load of fuel. On board were Captain Yitzhak Fuchs, First Officer Arnon Ohad, Flight Engineer Gedalia Sofer, and a single passenger, Einat Solomon, who was an LAL employee traveling to marry her fiancé. The flight departed at 6:22 p.m. local time, just 6 minutes into the flight. As the aircraft was climbing over the Guamir, a lake near Amsterdam, disaster struck. A series of sharp bangs echoed through the airframe. The inboard engine on the right wing, Engine 3, had detached due to a structural failure of its fuse pins, which were weakened by metal fatigue. As it tore away, it shot forward and slammed into the outboard engine, Engine 4, ripping it from the wing as well. Both engines, weighing several tons each, plummeted into the lake below. In the cockpit, the crew heard the loud bangs and felt the aircraft shudder violently. Warning lights illuminated, indicating engine trouble and fires. Captain Fuchs immediately declared a mayday, reporting the loss of power from engines 3 and 4. However, the pilots were unaware of the true extent of the damage. They could not see that both engines had completely separated from the wing. The detachment had also torn away a 10-meter section of the wing's leading edge, severely damaging the hydraulic and electrical systems and critically compromising the wing's aerodynamics. The crew fought to control the crippled jumbo jet. With the loss of 2 engines on one side and severe damage to the wing's flaps and slats, the aircraft became dangerously unbalanced. It had a strong tendency to roll to the right, forcing the pilots to apply extreme counter-pressure on the controls just to keep it level. They requested an immediate return to Schiphol Airport for an emergency landing. As they circled back towards the airport, the crew struggled with the aircraft's handling. They were flying a heavily loaded, aerodynamically compromised jet at a low altitude over a densely populated city. The situation was dire. In preparation for landing, the crew attempted to extend the flaps to slow the aircraft down. This action proved to be catastrophic. With the leading-edge devices on the right wing destroyed, extending the flaps on the left wing created a massive asymmetry in lift. The aircraft became uncontrollable. It banked sharply to the right, rolling over into a near-vertical dive. At 6:35 p.m., just 13 minutes after takeoff, LL Flight 1862 plunged into the Groningen and Kleinkruppberg apartment buildings in the Bijlmermeer neighborhood of Amsterdam. The impact was apocalyptic. The jet, still carrying thousands of gallons of fuel, exploded in a massive fireball, setting the high-rise buildings ablaze. The crash and subsequent fire destroyed dozens of apartments, creating a scene of utter devastation. Emergency services were on the scene within minutes, but the intensity of the inferno made rescue efforts incredibly difficult. In the end, all 4 people on board the aircraft were killed, along with 39 people on the ground. The final death toll was 43, with many more injured. The investigation by the Netherlands Aviation Safety Board revealed the cause of the initial engine separation: a fatigue crack in a fuse pin, a component designed to hold the engine pylon to the wing. The inquiry led to significant changes in inspection procedures for these critical parts on all Boeing 747s worldwide. The Bijlmermeer, or Bijlmermeer as it became known in the Netherlands, also raised serious questions about the cargo being carried on the flight. It was later revealed that the manifest included chemicals used to produce sarin nerve gas, leading to a parliamentary inquiry and widespread health concerns among residents and rescue workers, many of whom reported long-term health problems. The crash of LL Flight 1862 is a harrowing story of a sudden mechanical failure that led to an uncontrollable emergency over a major city. It stands as a tragic testament to the bravery of a flight crew fighting a losing battle, and its legacy is etched in improved aviation safety standards and the permanent memorial that now stands at the site honoring the lives that were so violently cut short on that dark October evening.